Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Wants to throw. It's Gardner. Makes the grab. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Got it behind the line. It's Hunt. Turning it on! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The run to the left. Creates a little space. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the Hog Mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And it's no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
And it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Scanning the field, it's Nolan. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in his slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. The give to the lone running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They'll run it to the right side. Sweet punt there. He breaks a tackle. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal block. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. Boots' first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. couldn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Fires to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Leaves it with the back. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides to back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Off play action on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Running into the open space. Takes it past the marker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Dropping back, it's Gardner. It's complete. Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Handoff to the single back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Oh, they're after him. He's loose at the 15. There he goes. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Georgia going up tempo. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Card in the backfield. It's Powell. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
From the gun, running back on the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the left. He's pushed out of bounds, couldn't quite get to the first down marker, and they'll give up the ball. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line are going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Offense facing
The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field.
in punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
Caught over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. On that play action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
It definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second, but you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to him and got the sack.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. RPO complete to open the drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He's going to let it go. And they walked it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready.
Turning it on. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And that's his 2nd miss of the day. And listen, it's a real thing, man. The wet, the ball gets heavier. Like, the operation doesn't go as smooth with the conditions. And I'd be shocked if we saw him again today.
Gets open down the middle. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And Now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fears the pressure. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down, but you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Got the quick pass. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air. It's Nolan. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and miss this ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Touchdown Razorbacks! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Minnesota. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that. And I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on second down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
Right down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Georgia sends out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. send that offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle hits Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Right back to the well. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Gardner. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did.
Just keeps moving. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Looking for space. It's Hunt. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The RPO, it's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Well, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Jukes his way for more. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Nolan. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On his way from around the 50. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Nolan. Pocket breaking down. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds his man. It's Black. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. It's a 1-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Man, you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Oh, he got loose.
Man, he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. Number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The give to the tailback. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Poe. Nice move there. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The lone back's got it. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Nolan. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and 10. To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll run play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely...
It's a fumble! And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Gonna run it. It's Hunt. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Unloads quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Georgia going up tempo. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go to the sneak.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. A little screen to the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Complete downfield. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just keeps slinging it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you. You just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Fires into the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And some guys... have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting...
Oh, he's got some space. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. On 1st down from their own 22. To throw, it's Gardner. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with a lead late will be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of the spot.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Razorbacks will punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. As the offense gets ready to run out the clock, take the play clock all the way down to a fraction of a second. Do not give the defense a single millisecond.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Turning it on! That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Looking to pass, it's Gardner. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And you're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front, get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some